Hello everyone, welcome to the Tristar Gym channel. In today's episode, we are looking at the armbar from the mount. Now, a lot of you might know how to do armbar from the mount, but I think in this video, you're going to be able to see a few key details that you might not have seen before. And this is one of those moves that's not very easy to do because it takes a lot of coordination. And when I teach beginners to do this move, a lot of times I think it takes about 50-60 reps before they start to get the transition in a more smooth fashion. So this armbar is all about timing and smoothness. And the reason I say that is because I'm not grabbing the arm with my hands. Okay, the first thing I'm doing is putting my hands right in his chest. And look how I place my hands in his chest as opposed to grabbing his arm. If I were to grab his arm, he would just yank his arm back or lower his elbow, etc. I need to place my arms on his chest and I need to control his arms with my legs. Okay, so the first thing I do is I place my hands on his chest exactly like this, crossing my fingers. Now watch my right knee. It's going to slide up and my left knee came off the mat. I'm going to give you guys a better angle at this in just a second here. And now I'm going to trap his arms, not with my hands, but more with my legs. See how I hug his arm with my legs? This is what we call the S mount. What you got to do is you got to flip your hook. You flip your hook just like this here. I'm going to give you guys a better angle in just a second. And now at this point, I'm going to grab his arm with my arms. I'm going to cross face. Watch this cross face. Watch how I catch his chin with my fist and pin his head to the ground. I'm going to throw my leg over. Now, very important, when I throw my leg over, I do not sit until my leg is completely over. See, I still have not put my hips on the ground. If I put my hips on the ground before I pass my leg over his head, as I go for the armbar, he's going to prop up, he's going to sit up in my guard and try to escape. Okay, so here, my hands go in the chest, slide my knee up, flip my hook, cross face, step the leg over, and sit down. Now, I'm going to give you guys a different angle here. Let's say I flip the hook. I slide my knee up, and look at that action right there. Look how I flip that hook. That's the part that beginners have the most problem with. Okay, so I put my hands in the chest, slide my right knee up, and look at that action right here. It's what we call transitioning from mount to S mount. I'm rewinding it here, playing it again. Watch how I slide my knee and flip my hook at the same time. So I'm essentially grabbing his arms with my legs. See that? Flip those hooks. Keep your hands pressed into his chest. And from here, I'm going to grab my tricep with my left arm. Crossface, there's the crossface. It's very important when I crossface that I pin his head between my fist and my knee. I don't want his head to have any wiggle room. If his head has wiggle room, he's going to escape this armbar. I throw my leg over, and I don't sit down until my leg is completely over his head. Here's another look at it. I'm going from mount to S mount. Really important stuff. Here's me zooming in, having the cameraman zoom in here. Look at this grip. I grab my own tricep. Look how I grab my own tricep to isolate his arm. And now watch how I'm going to crossface him. I take my fist and just catch the edge of his chin. And I make him look down towards the mat. This really weakens my opponent. When you turn his neck in this fashion, it makes the arm really weak. It's very hard for him to resist the armbar. And here's the finish. Lock up his wrist. I like to cross my arms over my shoulders. Makes it for a very tight grip. Now this armbar works beautifully in transition from ground and pound. So if you're doing this for MMA, this is a beautiful transition you want to learn. Okay, so right here, as I'm punching him, he's trying to block with his arms, the arms in the air. Look how quick this transition is. And that's how fast and smooth you have to get this armbar. This armbar is a timing armbar. I'm not grabbing the arm and letting him know what I'm about to do. He doesn't know what I'm up to. I'm punching, I'm in transition. Maybe he's trying to bridge out a mount, and I transition quickly right into a smooth, fast, and sharp armbar. Timing and movement is key to this armbar. It's not about grabbing his arm and wrestling it into a submission. No. It's about sliding your body into place at the right moment. Now here's me drilling it. Notice how I do the armbar. And after I do the armbar, I lay down right next to my opponent and mount him. So you don't waste any time getting back to mount. You have to mount in that fashion. Here it is again, guys. One more time. And that brings us to the end of another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please make sure to like, share, and comment as always. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.